If you are hoping to get your hands on the Caitlin Clark version of Nike's Kobe Bryant sneaker, you're out of luck. They are out of stock. The WNBA star teamed up with Nike for a player edition of the Kobe 5 Pro Tro, decked out in Indiana Fever colors. You see them on your screen. They dropped at 10 a.m. Monday, and they sold out before 11 a.m. In fact, in just minutes. The $190 kicks are already showing up on the secondary market at close to double the retail price.
Stop everything you're doing, because Nike just dropped the biggest bombshell in women's sports, and the ripple effects are already shaking the entire industry. Caitlin Clark's official signature logo is here, and the sales? They're not just strong, they're history-making.
And people kept saying, oh, Nike fumbled the bag with Caitlin. It has to get out there. Nike fumbled the bag. No, they didn't. It takes time. She's got to develop a whole freaking product line. But they just announced, breaking news right now, we have a logo. That is the official Caitlin Clark Nike logo. And it's not just that. I mean, this is cool. Nike has just announced that a signature product line will be dropping soon, with signature shoes coming in 2026. Now, this is going to be her logo for all of her Nike stuff that is Caitlin Clark official stuff, just like we...
Finally, after months of anticipation, Nike has pulled the trigger on what might be the most iconic logo reveal in women's basketball history. When Caitlin Clark unveiled those interlocking C's, complete with a hidden third C tucked inside, it wasn't just a branding moment. It was the launch of a financial juggernaut, one already rewriting the economics of women's sports in real time.
I think it's growing on me. I do. I think I like it. I went to order a t-shirt and I can't get one. We're on that pre-order action, I guess. Comparison, this is the logo, the two CCs intertwined together. Somebody said it looked a lot like a 1950s airline logo, and I was like, I kind of see that. There's Breonna Stewart.
The design is clean, sleek, instantly recognizable. Two bold C's woven together, a mark of Caitlin Clark's magnetic pull on fans around the world. And then there's the hidden third C, a subtle reminder that her game was built from the inside out. Every cut, every shot, every record, a product of passion, relentless drive, and an obsession with perfection.
Double C on my jacket like Caitlin Clark. Flau'jae Johnson called it with her reference to CC in her song, because finally Nike has unveiled the signature CC logo, which features two C's. Caitlin Clark, of course, her name. I've joked about this situation for a while when people wonder what was going on with Nike, and I just can't imagine they would sign her to the deal that they did and then not eventually have some big product on the way. And of course, she is part of the partnership as well. Perhaps she could have been promoted more in the meantime, but regardless, she's so popular, all you got to do is drop a link.
Nike and Clark didn't just slap a logo together. They obsessed over every detail. Every curve, every line was designed to mirror her precision, her power, and her ability to inspire the next generation. And then came the real shock. The moment it dropped, the market response went nuclear.
It looked like Caitlin Clark just gifted her entire team her signature merch, but it wasn't just the team. Every fan that shows up to Gamebridge tonight will get the first release of Caitlin Clark's signature merchandise from Nike. Caitlin Clark is simply the talk of the internet today. Her and Taylor Swift broke the damn internet. Yes, bro. And for all the people that was hitting me up about Caitlin Clark's signature logo, somebody said it looked like Chanel. I said it looked like Gucci. But whatever it is a luxury sports brand. I can't think of very many luxury sports brands.
If you're enjoying this, make sure to subscribe. Now, let's break down what happened the instant this logo hit the market. Nike stock, already riding momentum from strong earnings, absolutely popped. Investors saw Clark's logo for what it really is, a gold mine. Shares spiked another 3% the very next day, pushing Nike's rally to a staggering 17% since their latest quarterly report crushed expectations.
That says Caitlin's signature logo pulls you in like her game. It features interlocking C's. Her mark is emblematic of ever-expanding range on the court. Celebrate her logo debut with this soft cotton logo tee. And you know what's interesting about this design? It does look like they are interlocked, but if you kind of like squint your eyes, it also kind of looks like a very dimensional one C in front of the other one. I don't know if that's just me. According to Nike, the shirt is available, but it's not available just yet. But you can be notified for when it does go on sale. I can only imagine it's going to get sold out lickety-split.
And this is just the beginning. Industry. Experts are predicting that when Caitlin Clark's signature shoe launches in 2026, it could generate a staggering $100 to $150 million in revenue for Nike. Nick DePaula, a renowned sneaker industry insider, went on record saying, "I think when Caitlin's shoe comes out, it can be a $100 million business. It could become a top 5 signature franchise, not just in the W, but across basketball." But wait, it gets even crazier. Some projections are pushing that number even higher, with estimates reaching $150 million, which would make Clark's signature line one of the most successful basketball shoe franchises in recent memory.
And all it took was for her to take to social media to make this announcement, for everybody to go into a frenzy, and for, I think, the vibes to pick up just a little bit. It's that genuine love the fans have for Caitlin Clark. And the logo, pretty dope. Pretty dope, if I do say so myself. You see it right there? That's the look at it from the truck. They're going to be having to back up Brinks trucks to deal with all the orders that are coming for that sucker. But Caitlin Clark makes the announcement, says that the signature line is on the way in 2026.
Here's what the critics don't want to admit. Caitlin Clark isn't just selling merch, she's reshaping entire markets. In 2024 alone, she was responsible for 26.5% of all WNBA economic activity, and projections now peg her potential impact at nearly $1 billion for the league in 2025. Her effect on Nike has been nothing short of seismic. Remember those Kobe v Protro Fever editions? They've vanished in minutes, with resale prices soaring to an average of $375 and some pairs topping $800. That's not athlete demand. That's cultural icon demand. And the jersey numbers? Unreal. Clark's Indiana Fever jersey ranked second in all of basketball in 2024, NBA and WNBA combined, behind only Steph Curry. Sales spiked an insane 1,193% in 2024, and she hasn't slowed down. Through 2025, she's still the #1 selling WNBA item by a massive margin.
Caitlin Clark's new Kobe Bryant 5 sneaker sells out online in minutes. There hasn't been this much calamity over a white woman's shoe since Cinderella and the glass slipper.
And of course, just today, Caitlin Clark's new Kobe PE shoe sold out in less than a minute. And I saw so many tweets about this, so many people who were so sad that they've missed out on this shoe. I saw that there was this one Dick's store and people were lined up around the corner, like camping out, trying to get the shoe. I also heard that Nike stocked about 14,000 of these, and that is an unconfirmed report, but they sold out in less than a minute. If that's any indication of what a Caitlin Clark signature shoe will do, I think Nike better continue to get on it and get ready to launch this brand for Caitlin.
What Nike understood before anyone else was simple. They weren't just signing a basketball player. They were buying into a cultural phenomenon. Analysts at Jefferies called Nike's approach a bold bet on women, and the numbers prove it's a bet that's paying off. Women's sports are on an absolute rocket trajectory, projected to generate $2.35 billion globally in 2025, a 25% jump from 2024. And here's the kicker. Basketball is expected to overtake soccer as the top-earning women's sport. Women's basketball alone is on pace to crack $1 billion in revenue this year, powered almost entirely by megastars like Caitlin Clark, who drive ticket sales, jersey demand, and corporate investment. Nike, of course, saw this wave coming. Their women's training apparel was already showing high single-digit growth before Clark's logo even hit the market. Add her to a roster that already includes Aya Wilson and Sabrina Ionescu, and you get a blueprint for domination. Wilson's own signature shoe release? Gone in under 5 minutes online. Nike isn't just outfitting athletes anymore. They're building an empire around women's basketball. And Clark is the centerpiece. But here's where things truly shift into another gear. Caitlin Clark's signature shoe, slated for spring 2026, isn't being treated like just another sneaker drop. It's being positioned as a global cultural event. Nike is playing the long game. Instead of rushing out a release for a flashy moment like the NBA All-Star Weekend in Indianapolis, they're investing in a meticulous 2-year development cycle. Every detail, from design to marketing, is being obsessed over.
Why?
Because Nike knows this one has to be perfect. This isn't about filling shelves, it's about cementing legacy. And the stakes couldn't be higher. In nearly 3 decades of WNBA history, only 12 women have ever received signature sneakers. Compare that to more than 22 current NBA players with their own lines. When Clark's shoe finally hits, she'll join Aya Wilson and Sabrina Ionescu as just the 3rd active WNBA player carrying a Nike signature. In other words, this isn't just a sneaker launch. It's the beginning of a new era, one where Caitlin Clark stands shoulder to shoulder with the most iconic names in basketball history.